Critter Protectors, Mr. Jim here, and welcome to Kids Animal Stories, a place where there's always a mystery and adventure around every single corner. If you love critters of all shapes and sizes, I need you on our Critter Protector team. Join our adventure as we learn about critters from around the world and in our backyards. Well, my friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too! Let's go! It was early in the evening, and Quilliam the Hedgehog was just waking up. Quilliam was a four-toed hedgehog, which meant he slept during the day and was awake at night. You know, if you've ever seen a cartoon hedgehog on TV, you know the hedgehog, the really particularly fast hedgehog I'm talking about? Or maybe a picture of a cute little critter with spikes. You have a pretty good idea what Quilliam looked like. He was covered in spiky quills on his back, white fur on his belly, and had a little snout-like nose, kind of like a mouse. As Quilliam woke up and stretched his four little paws, he suddenly remembered.
Wait, it's today. I almost forgot. It's today,
he shouted in excitement. Quilliam had remembered this was the night he'd been waiting for. Once every so often, Quilliam liked to give himself a super-duper forage challenge. He was used to foraging and hunting around for insects and other grub to eat, but he was always up for an extra challenge. This time, he was planning to cross the entire grassy field near his home to explore a place he'd never been. Central Africa, where Quilliam lived, was full of wide open spaces. Wide open spaces to explore, and Quilliam loved the challenge.
Okay, let's see. What do I need? I have my quills, my paws, my ears. Wait, I have everything I need. Oh, silly me.
Quilliam laughed. He may not be able to pack a backpack or food like we can, but he had everything he needed to survive this adventure. With that, he headed off into the night. As Quilliam scurried through the tall grass, he heard lots of different sounds. He heard the sound of the wind against the grass, the little chirps of nearby insects, and then suddenly he heard the loud, very close sound of a hyena.
That sounds awfully close.
Quilliam tried to hold in his nerves. He kept very still and listened. The sound unfortunately got closer and closer until the hyena was right next to him. Quilliam thought fast and tensed up his body. He made all 6,000 of his quills stand up really tall, and then, quick as a flash, he rolled his body into a spiky ball.
Wait, what? He can turn himself into a ball?
That's pretty cool. Quilliam felt the hyena paw at one quill. He felt its breath and knew it was trying to smell and figure out what Quilliam was. Then he heard a little and the sound of the hyena running away. Quilliam carefully unrolled his body and took a little glance around.
Phew, that was close. That must have been a young one. Grown-up hyenas know better than to mess with hedgehogs like me,
Quilliam said to himself. Hedgehogs have a really good defense mechanism built right into their backs, don't they? Yeah, since they're so spiky, hedgehogs don't really have to worry too much about natural predators. As Quilliam set off again, he decided he'd better find some food. He was quite hungry, and some insects sounded so yummy. As Quilliam foraged, he found some insects here and there, but not enough to fill him up.
There's gotta be something better than this.
Then a few steps in front of him, he saw a delicious anthill.
Ah, jackpot!
Quilliam said as he rushed over. He ate and ate and ate as many fire ants as he could. Whoa, wait a minute. Fire ants? There's no way that I'm eating fire ants. Have you ever had a fire ant bite you? Oh, yowza, that hurts. That hurts a lot. We have fire ants that live in my backyard. Yikes, Rooney. You don't want to go outside barefoot and accidentally step on a fire ant hill. Ouch, that hurts for days. Yes, four-toed hedgehogs aren't bothered by stinging insects like we are. They can even eat wasps. When Quilliam finished his meal, he felt a lot more energetic. He kept going straight ahead towards the far side of the grassy plain, and this time he moved a bit faster. Hedgehogs can cover miles in one night, and now that Quilliam had some energy from his food, he was ready to pick up the pace. Quilliam ventured for hours until the morning light started to shine from the horizon.
I thought I'd have to make it across by morning. I guess this is a further journey than I thought.
Quilliam kept going a bit longer, and just before he decided to find a place to stop and sleep for the night, he heard another sound. Dun, dun, dun! This time, it was a sound that was very unfamiliar. Even though he heard that hyena laughing, he knew exactly how to handle that. But what Quilliam didn't know is that he was approaching a new sound. A sound that he'd never heard before. In fact, it was a very fast, rushing river straight ahead. He'd never seen a river like this one and wasn't really prepared for what might lie ahead. Yikes, what will Quilliam do when he reaches the edge of a rushing river? Will he be able to make it across? Or have his plans been ruined? Will he have to turn back? I'm not sure what's going to happen next, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens on the next episode of Kids Animal Stories. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsor. Great job, you listened all the way to the end. Wow, four-toed hedgehogs are amazing critters. Do you think a hedgehog can make sounds, or are they quiet? Well, in fact, when attacked, they can scream loudly. Yes, part of their defense is making a loud screaming sound and also, rolling into that ball so that those spiky spines stand very tall and are way too pokey to be eaten by a predator. Well, my critter protectors, I hope you have a super duper day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye!